rounding to appropriate significant digits. In this problem, it says the volume of water in a graduated cylinder is 25.46 milliliters. A 2.5 milliliter volume of water has then drained from the cylinder. What is the new volume in milliliters? So this problem says that there's 25.46 milliliters, and we have to make sure when we do this calculation that we keep the appropriate amount of significant digits. So we have 25.46 and a 2.5, it says 2.5 milliliters have gone. So we have to subtract 2.5 milliliters from the total that we had before. So the first things we have to remember is that since we're doing subtraction, and this would also count for addition, we have to count the decimal places and use the least amount. So we have two decimal places, 1, 2. Notice because it's after the decimal point, we have two decimal places here. And then here we have one decimal place. So we know that the final answer here has to have one decimal place. We don't know what the answer is going to have yet when we first do the calculation, but we know by the final it has to have one decimal place because we use the fewest decimal places as the appropriate number of significant digits. So here we go. 25.46 minus 2.5. So I'm going to subtract 6, 0. I'm going to put 6 here. Also, I remember to write milliliters so we can make sure that we understand what the units are. Then 4 minus 5, so I have to borrow here, and that becomes 14. So 14 minus 5, and 14 minus 5 is going to give me 9. Move the dot down here so we keep the decimal place, the decimal in the same place. 4 minus 2 is 2, and then 2 minus 0 is 2. So now we have the answer, 22.96 milliliters. But because this one has only one decimal place, we have to round. So we're going to do the one decimal place. This is the one decimal place that can count. So that means we have to use the number after it to figure out how we're going to round. So it's going to be, what we're going to do is see that 9 is here, and this number is 6. Since it's 5 or greater, 6 is greater than 5, we have to round up. So this 9 is going to become actually a 10. So it's going to become 23.0 milliliters. 23.0 milliliters, because this 9 just became a 10, but I have to move that 1, I have to put that 1 on top of the 2, so 1 plus 2 becomes 3, and 23 milliliters with one decimal place, because remember that's what we're looking for, one decimal place. We have to put that 0 there because it's important for the decimal places. We have one decimal place, and that is the answer to this question, 23.0 milliliters.